If cooking intimidates you, then you need to make this tonight. I promise you're gonna love this recipe. Hi y'all, I'm Melissa Diane, and we're gonna start by getting out our slow cooker. If you do not have a slow cooker, you need to get you one. They're absolutely amazing. And here are the ingredients, y'all. This is so simple. This recipe does not have many ingredients, but yet when you taste this, you're absolutely gonna love it. Here's what we're gonna start with. We're gonna have 6 cans, okay? Super simple. So we're gonna have a can of kidney beans. You're gonna have a can of some pinto beans, okay? You're gonna have some black beans. We're gonna have some crushed tomatoes. We're gonna have some whole kernel corn. And then we're gonna have some Rotel Original. And this is gonna be for our taco soup. You're gonna love this taco soup. Next, we're gonna have a pound of ground beef, and then we're gonna have 2 seasoning packets that really just take this to the next level. We're gonna have 1 package of some taco seasoning, and we're gonna have another package of some ranch dip mix. So let's get to it. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get all of our cans open, and then I'm gonna meet you over here at the slow cooker. The first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to brown up my ground beef. So I'm gonna put this on medium. We're gonna chop this up, and we're gonna get all this ground beef all browned up before we put it into our crock pot. You don't wanna put it in there like this. You wanna make sure that it's all browned up really good. Okay, we're starting to brown. And I'm gonna let this sit here for about a minute. The hardest thing for me is when I'm cooking is I wanna constantly touch it and constantly stir it, and you can't. I'm learning that you need to let it sit and let it do its thing for a moment. Now, normally when I do brown ground beef, I'll go ahead at this point and start putting in some seasonings, but I'm not, because we're gonna be using that taco seasoning in our ranch packet seasoning. We're going to be using that over in the crock pot, so I'm not going to do it at this point. All I'm wanting to do right now is just to get this ground beef browned. And it will only take you about, probably 4 or 5 minutes, and you'll have this all browned up. You do want to make sure in this skillet here, I put just a little bit of some olive oil in here. You can use any kind of oil that you want. I absolutely love this skillet, y'all, and I'll put a link for it. This is my Always pan from Home Place. My daughter got me this a few years ago, and I absolutely love it. And if you take good care of them, they're like brand new forever. Okay, it looks like we're just about done. Depending on the recipe that I'm using my ground beef for, sometimes I will cook it even more than this. I like sometimes for mine to have like a little bit of a dark brown look to it, a little more texture, but this is gonna cook a little bit more, obviously, when it's there in the crock pot. So as long as you get it cooked all the way through, then you're good and you can stop. And now I'm going to drain this. I don't think I actually need to drain this. It depends on the type of ground beef that you're using. You can also use turkey. I know some people like to use ground turkey. But if you do have any grease that's in the bottom, you want to drain that. And so I'm going to go put this now over into the crock pot. I have my ground beef now in my crock pot, and we're just going to layer this in here, and then we're going to mix it all together. So next we're going to take our can of our kidney beans. Okay. There's a little bit of juice left there, and it's okay. You do want to drain them if you can. I left a little bit of juice. This right here, y'all, this is our pinto beans. Okay, let me get the rest of those out. Okay, there's your pinto beans. And now we have got our black beans. Here we go. We'll put those here on the back end. Black beans. And now for our corn. So I'm going to start back over here and put the corn. And the next 2 items I'm using some fire roasted, let me show you what these are. These are fire roasted tomatoes. You can use crushed tomatoes, different types. I like using these because they just have a really, I like the taste of them, has a little kick to them, and then I do like how it's kind of chunky. And then the last can right here, I'm going to be putting in the Rotel. And I'm using a mild today. And I didn't drain that because we do need some liquid. Now, there's one thing I forgot to tell you about, and that is your chicken broth. You need to have some chicken broth. And so the amount, this recipe that I use calls for 1 can, like a 14-ounce can worth of chicken broth. And I'm using this, so I've just measured out my 14 ounces. And so I'm going to go ahead now and put in my chicken broth. And I always, when I'm doing stuff in the slow cooker or I'm doing soups, y'all, I always end up coming back and putting more chicken broth in. So now before I put in the seasonings, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. We're going to mix this all up, just very gently. And y'all, this is the simplest thing you can tell. And this is great for all cooks. It's wonderful if you're a new cook, because once you get this done, y'all, it really does taste amazing. Okay, here we go. And now we're going to put in our taco seasoning. So let me beat my little packet here to get all that seasoning to go to the bottom. And we're going to take this and we're going to put this all over the top. We're going to mix it up really, really good. You're going to use the whole packet. I'm going to stir that. It already smells good. This is one of those recipes that when you fix it and then you have it cooking in your kitchen, it just makes that whole part of your house just smells so good. The other thing that I do like to have on hand is some shredded cheese, some sour cream, and maybe some avocados to have, for your garnish at the end. But I don't like to put cheese actually in my soup because I find that makes it too stringy, and it makes it harder to eat it, and it's messier. So now we're going to take 1 package of our ranch. So here we go. Got 1 package of our ranch dip mix. And we're going to take this little guy and put it all over the top. Now we're going to mix this all together. And now after I've mixed this all together, I am going to go back and put just a little bit more of my chicken broth. Just a little bit. I just kind of play it by ear. Now once you have fixed this and then you end up eating it tonight, you'll put it in the refrigerator, and then tomorrow when you pull it back out to maybe finish eating it and warming it up, you probably will have to add a little more chicken broth at that time. There we go. I just like it to be a little more liquidy, because a lot of this is going to absorb while it's cooking, and it's going to cook off. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get this all set and get it turned on. Okay, so now let's put our lid on, and you can set this 2 different ways. You can do it for 2 hours on high or 4 hours on low, just depending on what your schedule is. I'm going to put this on low for 4 hours because if I can, anytime I use my slow cooker, I just like to let everything cook slow. I find that the flavors, I believe, are just a little bit better. So I'm going to turn this on low, and I will see you in 4 hours. Okay, here we go. Let's stir this. Oh, look at that. Is that not beautiful? Oh my goodness, this smells fantastic, y'all. So now let's go ahead. This has gone for 4 hours on low. Look at all that steam. Woo. So let's put a little bit of this in a little cup here. We're going to taste it. Okay, y'all. So I am going to take this lid back off, get a little bit more here in my bowl so we can taste this little guy. Let's see. Here we go. And whew, this is going to be good. I'm betting. Let's see. Y'all, every time I make this, it is absolutely fantastic. I promise you, you cannot mess this up, and it tastes phenomenal. Please try it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure and check out that next video that's popping up. I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Bye-bye.